I enjoy them. I feel like they're my people. I said nothing but nice stuff about the people. So it
So
got
then who
misrepresented.
fired it up? Did
I think you
John's-
know who's in the room right now.
Of course I did. I
Who
said,
Agent of
the Agent
Chaos.
of Chaos?
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
Monica said Pinellas is dirty.
Oh, man.
And he goes, what? I go, yeah.
Let me ask you this, scumbag.
Yes.
Did you warn Monica what you were going to do, or
not
did you
how he
wait till
works.
she walked? Hold on. Did you wait till she walked out of the room? John walks in, closes the door, and you say, "Boy, I got an opener for you."
No, we were just randomly talking about something, and then I go, hey, did you hear the show earlier? Did you hear Monica call Pinellas dirty? Because I know how much he loves St. Pete. That's his home.
Of course.
He's
Yeah.
from Michigan, but he loves St. Pete. So
Yes, he does.
that's his baby. So I knew it would fire him up. I know John. So I'm like, this would be funny. And then I knew Monica would be listening. I even said she's probably listening right now because she's on her drive home.
Yeah.
And most
were
of the
you
time,
listening?
Monica says she's listening.
I did listen until I heard. That's why I was kind of irritated because I heard Gareth put his Agent of Chaos spin on what I said, and I was frustrated because I'm like, hold on. And then I heard John's reaction, and then I had to get gas. I was doing other things, but again, extremely grateful. And shows what a classy guy John Senning is because next thing you know, my phone's ringing and it's an 800 number, which I'm instantly going to ignore, except that I saw 1025 The Bone at the end. I said 1025 at the end. I'm like, oh, this is probably,
Clarification.
they must be still talking about this nonsense. And so,
I have a chance to clear my name.
yes. So we.
By the way, real quick, kudos to rocking the AC/DC shirt.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah. Yes, I am.
Good for you.
My boobities right there.
So
yeah.
proud of you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
right across the shocker knockers.
Yeah. That's what I do. That's how
Nice.
I roll.
So he gave you a chance to clear your name, and how'd it go?
I am happy that I said what I said, and people are going to think whatever they think, and that's out of my hands. But I'm happy.
Were there a million phone calls of people
I don't know.
blasting you, or no?
No,
I didn't get anything. I got like one thing on Twitter, and it wasn't even
Okay.
mean.
It turned
Yeah.
into John saying that goes, well, I guess I'm at war with Monica or something like that. Like, because
Okay.
he's Pinellas.
Oh, that's right. He wanted.
She's Hillsboro. And I go, I got to be honest. I am living here, but I might have to side with Hillsboro because that's home to me.
It's cool.
Yeah.
At some point, John Senning said something about like since I rep Hillsboro and he reps Pinellas, we should have a debate of some sort. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
bring
That's
it
what it was.
on. I think we have good things on this side. Listen, ultimately, mic drop moment for him winning the whole thing would be beaches. The beaches
Right.
are the coolest.
Beaches
They're
are the
just
best
going to
part.
win no
Yep.
matter what. And there's some cool waterways and watersides in Tampa, but nothing's going to beat the beaches.
Okay. What county is Carrollwood?
That's Hillsborough County.
That's you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. What's Brandon?
Hillsborough.
Okay. I need you. Oh, you're not a sweets person.
I do not like sweets.
Have you guys ever heard of Duck Donuts?
I like cheesecake.
Duck Donuts.
No, but I dig a donut. I'm not going to lie. Just I can't eat
You
the whole
dig a
thing.
donut? Okay, I need you to listen to me.
Okay.
So it's a chain. It's a donut chain, but they make the donuts right in front of your face.
Oh, fresh.
So yesterday my daughter had birthday party number 3 at the house.
As well she should.
So she had like a bunch of her girlfriends. They were going out to dinner, and then a bunch of her girlfriends were sleeping over, and she got Duck Donuts. And they have all different types of donuts, and they make them right in front of your face. So they're not made from 6 o'clock. Like they had maple bacon, and they have lemon bar, and they have blueberry lemon, and they have peanut butter and jelly, and all these different kind of like. There's probably like Oreo. There's probably 30 different options, and you go in and you order them, and they literally make them in front of your eyes. Like they put the dough
Dude.
in the oil, and then they take it out, and then they dress each donut that you order individually.
There is one less
There's
than
one
5.
in Carrollwood on Northdale Mabry.
That
and
one's
there's
less
one-
than 5 minutes from where I live. I could probably walk there if I wanted to.
And
Get the
there's one in
calories.
Brandon on East Bloomingdale Avenue.
I didn't know
I
it
am
was
not
there.
receiving a dime for this.
You
There's
know
also
I'm-
one in Sarasota, a dime for this. All I'm saying is, and I've had them before, but I kind of forgot about it. That donut that I ate last night was
talking
like,
about
oh my God. And I immediately was like, I thought about it. I'm like, if they have this thing in Tampa, if they don't, Mom wouldn't buy a franchise.
So let me ask you this.
What?
Does this Duck Donuts with 2 in Hillsborough County and completely different areas, so they're not right next to each other or anything, does that put Hillsborough County
Ooh.
over the top because of these two locations.
For me, I'm not really. You know me. If I'll go beaches. I'll drive for a donut though.
Yeah.
I will. I'll drive for the donut. No problem.
You're not driving to the beach?
I'll say this about Hillsborough. All our stadiums are intact.
Heyo. Facts. Hosting a Major League Baseball team and an NFL team.
Savannah Bananas? They ain't go to St. Pete.
No, they did not.
What
I saw that, Savannah Bananas were on 60 Minutes the other on Sunday, and my God, what an operation that whole thing is!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Did
know
you
they
see
had a
this-
guy pitching on stilts,
What?
Like,
I
how
didn't
do
know
you-
that.
and those players are they're all in.
Yes.
There's nobody that's just going along for the ride. They're all in.
Did you see the story of the guy who started it all and what he did? Like, he basically emptied his 401k, sold everything.
What?
Like, yeah, he
Yeah.
spent every dime.
Would
What
you
year
read his
did this start?
biography too?
No, but I would.
Right before you got to Henry Winkler, did you
Yeah.
read the Savannah Banana guy?
I would.
You got to get in there. I'm telling you.
Okay,
Monica.
literally today I have to go somewhere that's in in the same plaza that Duck Donuts is in. I will be in that plaza, so I will go and get a donut. Listen, Brett's gonna kill me, but I won't eat the whole thing.
Oh, God.
I'll probably last me all weekend. I'll have a few
Oh,
bites.
my God.
But I will eat it. But
You're
I will.
ruining this, Monica.
No, but I don't. Like, sweets are good, just not a whole. Like, I'm not a big.
No,
Oh,
but
you cut them in. They have cookie butter, a cookie butter cream.
Look at
They
this
have-
right now. I'm gonna look at the menu.
Yeah, it's bananas.
your daughter
It's expensive. It's expensive.
How much am I paying for a G darn donut? And don't tell me it's more than $5.
A dozen donut.
Just getting one.
A dozen donuts is like $20.
That's not terrible
Not
for
doing that.
gourmet
No,
style.
I tell you what. Everybody was talking about like crumble cookie this and crumble cookie that.
Yeah, wasn't your daughter really into that? Had like
Crumble-
a knife for it? and stuff?
She's got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
she busted it out yesterday to cut the donuts in pieces. Crumble cookie cannot hold
Oh.
Flame to
Duck
it?
Donuts jock.
Oh, wow.
That says fan favorite half dozen 15. Because can I just buy one random half dozen 8.50? Can I just buy one donut?
Yeah, you can go in and get it. You could probably go in there and get a
I
donut.
don't know
Like
what
a
else to do.
psycho.
Yeah,
Why do I need?
you're-
They have sandwiches and ice cream.
Can I have one, sir? They're like,
I
"Ugh."
just will. And
Yeah,
by the
take
way,
it and leave. Get out of here.
it's gonna last me all G darn weekend. I have last Friday I got a Frosty at Wendy's, a small one. I still have half of it in the freezer.
That's not-
Just not gonna finish it.
Don't
I mean,
be
I
proud
will,
of
but
that.
Who are you?
a person who likes sweets but in little doses.
Which
I
is,
know.
I feel like what I learned, and I don't know if you could attest to this, JP. Young girls can put away food, and I realized that.
It's insane.
And it goes like I don't know where it
What do
goes.
you mean? What do you mean?
Like when I was younger and I would come home from school, I'd have like a little snack and it'd be like, remember those little crackers with the little red stick and you put the cheese
oh,
on?
love those.
Yeah.
Yes, the
I
cheese
could-
was good.
Yeah, I could eat one of those and be good. The girls come home from school and they're eating like tons of stuff and they don't get full. And I don't
You had
understand
like
it.
4 crackers and a little tiny square of fake cheese, and you were good to go.
That was good. They need like 4 things. I'm like, you guys don't even have cankles or anything. Like, where does it go?
But also, then do they eat dinner? Because
Yeah, and they still eat dinner.
like how many like hours and hours later? Or I don't. That was weird to me.
That's weird. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't get where it goes. And I remember when JP.
Better hurry up and get another job.
Yeah, you ain't lying. They're gonna.
The older, the bigger they
Really?
get, the more they stuff down their face, the more
Yeah.
you got to pay for, bruh.
And that's why I don't want to introduce them to stuff like Duck's Donuts.
Right.
They're like, can we go to
Monica,
Duck's
what
Donuts?
what I would say is go in there, buy a half a dozen,
Oh my God.
put them in the freezer.
Oh.
Put them in the freezer,
My first thought is to hand them out because I think that
or
would be
hand them out, or bring But the problem is you want they come out hot.
I know that's the thing.
So you don't
I'm
want to like
so excited.
you don't
about
want to
that.
like buy them tonight on your way home and then bring them in and put them in the kitchen, because then the people aren't getting
Yeah, you're right.
they're not getting
Yeah.
and
I don't even have a nuke or
And again, I'm not getting a dime for this, so I don't
Maybe
really.
you will.
All I'm saying is, yikes.
I'm excited
Yikes.
and I'm excited of the timing of this. Thank you for telling us because like I said, I will literally be in that plaza after work. So I have no choice but to go in there and get a delicious hot. That's the thing, the hot donut. That's what's
They do it in front of your face. You watch the whole thing. Nothing's done behind your back. Like, it's not coming off. They didn't make all these amazing donuts at like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and you are, they've been on the shelf for a while and that kind of. No.
the
Fresh
so fresh and so
to
clean.
order.
Yeah.
Hot.
I'm down. I just need to find
You like the salty and sweet?
Ooh, yeah.
No.
Maple bacon, bruh.
No, I don't like maple either. That's the
Maple
thing. We're going to have to find one I
bacon.
like.
Or the cookie butter was good. They're all good. It's not going to. The peanut butter and jelly is to die for.
Anything with caramel, you got me in. So if they got anything,
Yeah,
with
they got
caramel,
that too.
I don't like
I'm in.
that.
You don't like caramel?
No.
How are you?
If they have
So hard to
cheesecake.
please.
I am. If they have cheesecake or anything of that
No.
lot, I don't mind chocolate. Chocolate's good. I could do that. A chocolate donut.
But you're just going to go in there and you're going to get a. You know what? You don't deserve it.
Hey,
That's my takeaway.
Wait,
You don't
taking it
deserve
back,
because
yeah.
you're going to walk in there and like get the. I just have a glaze. You're going to get the plainest, boring.
well, to you
Donut.
boring, but to me, I'm excited about this.
You got to expand your mind, Craig.
Well, I'm old enough to
Friday.
have tried a lot
they
of
got
things.
You
nothing
got
to
no
do.
job.
Yeah.
If they had pumpkin, I would do pumpkin. And that's good. Chocolate. I don't need any kind of mint or any kind of.
Well, okay, I'm with you on mint. I never understood people who have like
I don't want
chocolate and mint.
cinnamon. I don't want
understand
powdered.
the mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, it's weird to me.
I remember the first time I think I've had mint chocolate chip 5 times in my life.
Ew.
I want to like it. My wife loves it. But the first time I ever had it, I was around the block at my friend Alan's house, and we had some ice cream, and then I ran home. It was literally around the block, and I threw up. I started running. I was like, "Bleh," and I just kept on running
Never
home.
have it again. I'm never having it again after that.
It wasn't that I threw up because it was disgusting, but I just threw up, and I can't get that
Yeah.
out of my mind. I don't. And
you had a
people
minty donut
love.
after.
There's people right now like JP. You're out of your mind. You can't be talking about Monica if you don't like mint chocolate chip.
Yeah.
I understand. There's a lot of love for the mint chocolate chip. Not me.
With you on that, I understand there's a lot of love of the Thin Mints of the Girl Scout cookies. Not for me.
Gross.
Don't want any part
Right.
of that.
I don't love the Thin Mints either.
It's
That's like pretty much if you put all the boxes of cookies in front of my face and said you have to have a cookie from each box,
Yeah.
at least, the Thin Mints will be last.
agreed, 100%.
Even over the trefoils, because those are my favorite. Trefoils are first.
Thin Mint's
That's the
absolute
plain
last.
cookie, right?
Yeah,
That's just like the
Yeah,
that's like the
shortbread.
Lorna Doone of the.
Yes.
Okay, you see, that's your problem right there. This
Better.
is This is all.
That's your
wasted on you.
favorite?
That is my. When John Brennan's daughter had, I'm like, well, I guess I'm getting some of those. I did try the s'mores this year, which I don't
Fire.
usually. Who doesn't like s'mores? Yeah, they were good too.
But just traditional cookies? That's so
Yeah,
gross.
I do
It's
love
so
it.
boring.
There's something awful about people who do that. Or like they eat potato chips. They're like, just the Oh, you do that too, actually.
I don't like salt on my potato chips.
Yeah,
You're right.
just eat a potato.
Salt-free.
Yeah, the plain potato
Yeah,
chips.
They're
I
good,
know.
but
If
I'm
you're
not.
not dipping it, you're crazy. You're just insane.
I found these potato chips in. I'll ask my wife to send me the picture of it because we got it in Costco the other day. 3 ingredients: potato, avocado oil, salt. That's it. Those potato chips might be the best potato chips I've ever had. No preservatives, no garbage.
Yeah.
3 ingredients: potato, salt, avocado oil. That's
I'll
it.
take the potato
Bang.
and the avocado oil, and we just don't need the salt. What's the salt doing?
I legit got mad when I remembered you just like regular potato chips.
Right.
Like, who does that?
Me.
Yeah.
That's so insane.
The palate of an 8-year-old boy. I've said that a million times, and it ain't changing now.
You really do have the palate of an 8-year-old. But even an 8-year-old boy likes regular potato chips
Yeah.
with salt.
And
Exactly.
probably sweet stuff. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what an 85-year-old lady. I don't know. No sugar, no salt.
Do you have any events to go to where you have to bring dessert? If you do, bring these donuts.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
What are you doing for Easter?
Oh,
Are you
Hori
doing
Lori
anything?
and I, yeah, probably. I don't know.
I thought you and Hori Lori
Yeah.
We're not. It's a thing, and tonight it might be I know tonight's a weird. I don't know. I'm nervous about tonight. I don't know.
Well, do me a favor because I know I'm interested. And I'm
Yes.
sure there's a whole lot of people interested. So
know where
let's
this is
break.
going. Yes.
And when we come back,
I don't know.
we're going to get to the.
Sweating.
I just love when you do that. You cut her off and go, do me a favor, hold on to that. We're going to return with that.
Yeah. It's the art of a great tease, Dizzy.
Yeah. Let's
That's
unload
what it
this.
is. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Spring Sale. How can I help?
Oh, hi. It's time for spring cleaning, and I need a total refresh.
Perfect. Huge savings in store and online can help you refresh for less. Save up to 50% off on hundreds of select outdoor, garage, bathroom items, and more.
Oh.
Plus, loyalty members can save an extra 10% on select sale items.
Wow. Now I won't have to spring break the bank.
Shop the IKEA Spring Sale March 18th through April 21st.
Offer valid 3/18 to 4/21/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/spring sale for details. Restrictions apply.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? That time is now. For a limited time only, Ford Motor Company is offering employee pricing for all across a full line of trucks and SUVs. Now, what does that mean for you, you might ask? That means you're going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. Go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that brand new, big, beautiful showroom you've got to see to believe right on US 19 in Clearwater. You can even check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Just one step. That's all it takes to begin to make a huge change in your life with nursing education from Jersey College's School of Nursing. Just ask our grads.
Jersey College gave me all the tools and confidence I needed to prepare me to be a nurse.
The teachers here, they're amazing. They're supportive.
You're never alone. It's more than just a school here. I feel like it's a family.
2025 is full of possibilities. Take the next step towards your nursing dream today. Visit jerseycollege.edu. That's jerseycollege.edu.
Have you heard of the new Hard Rock Bet Battle of the Bets yet? It's a lot of fun, and there's at least $250,000 in bonus bets on the line every single day. That's the minimum, and it grows fast. All you have to do is pick a side for $1. And there's a new battle every day. Matchups like favorites versus underdogs, overs versus unders, Florida versus the world. If your side wins for the day, you not only get your cash winnings, you split all those bonus bets. Check it out on the Hard Rock Bet app. Download it now on Google or iPhone, or simply go to hardrock.bet. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. To wager, terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Call 888-ADMIT-IT.
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
This is a cat named Mo, and All-American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range, wants you to know that education is the key to safety, and shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. All-American Gunslingers has training from holster draw to pistol intro and rifle and skill drills. And don't forget, League Night is a friendly competition with new and advanced shooters every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30, with prizes awarded weekly. All-American Gunslingers, your rights right down the street from the Gulf of America, your safety, your freedom.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with 0 down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing.
When my wife and I got married after both graduating law school, we didn't have 2 nickels to rub together. Ultima had to give me her gas card just to drive home. We never could have imagined that one day we would have the largest injury firm in the world and $25 billion in money collected and counting. As good Catholics, we had 4 children fast. They all work in the firm today. Our family protecting yours. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, but our greatest gift was years away, grandchildren. Today we have 6 and counting. It's the greatest joy that we have ever experienced. I think about them all day long. Our family promises to protect your family should you need us. Call us. It's easy. Visit forthepeople.com and make sure you hug your grandchildren. God's final gift to us. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, the Good Friday edition of the show. Everybody getting together too with family and friends. Monifa, I guess. Last we heard, you were not really not that you weren't in good graces, but you had heard things coming from Hori Laurie's mouth that you were not down with, and were kind of like drawing a line in the sand that you didn't want to be a part of it. And now you're getting together with Hori Laurie for Good Friday or for Easter.
Well, here's what I still haven't seen her since Gasparilla. So it's just a weird situation. I've been sad about it. Let's make sure to know it hasn't been anything that I've liked. I hate this because she's right here in the home. Right here we live. Right. 15 minutes from each other, and we can't get together anyway. So tell me what you think of this. I don't know what's going to happen here. There's this event in Safety Harbor that I want to go to tonight. And I had texted her a couple days ago, like, hey, it's been a long time, like just very nothing drama or anything. And so I was going to text her tonight to see, because I'm like, it's been a long time. Easter's coming up. What's going on? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so, because I know she doesn't have family in town either.
Right.
So there's this, I don't know. There's this thing tonight in Safety Harbor, and I'm like, do I just text her and say, hey, let's go to that, see how, see the mood, see the, you know what I mean, see the how we get along, and as long as
going together, or you're going to meet her there?
I would imagine we'd meet there, but I would if
is it that strained?
I would go to her. Listen,
does she know what you're upset about?
I never said the words. Well, I've said a couple of times, "Hey, stop that. Hey, let's not do that," and whatever. But
you say that to me all the time.
I know. And at Gasparilla, she started saying stuff, and I said, "Hey, there's no politics right now. Let's have fun." And so, she knows of what she knows my position on things. I've never said to her, what the hell is your problem, lady?
But there was stuff that was. Stop me if I'm wrong. Some of the things that she was saying that bothered you, you felt were racist.
Yes, very.
Okay, but there's a lot of times that we have discussions on this program where there's other people involved besides just me and you. Something that you you take as racist may not be taken as racist by everybody.
I think that doesn't just have to do with the show. I think there are people there are things that I think are racist that a lot of people don't think are racist, but also a lot of people do. And I think it goes on your background.
I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm trying to say is, I think you need to get on, have a discussion and really get on the same page and exactly what you said. Here's what bothered me and why it bothered me. And then if she doesn't care, then that's done.
Here's the thing. Here we've had a sort of this is a couple years ago. We had a conversation where we did kind of discuss something, and she handles it. It's very dismissive. I'm like, hey, Lori, you understand why I'm upset about this because of blah, 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 blah. And she'll say, oh my God, give me a break. And it's she laughs, and it's very not taken. There is no conversation to be had because she just laughs at me and says, oh, you're being ridiculous. Come on, you're being ridiculous. And the laughter is very kind of insulting, to be honest with you. So the attempts at conversations haven't really happened. It's just come down to, don't say that around me. She's said individual words in front of me, and I said, hey, I don't care what you say I wish you wouldn't. I don't care what you say in your own private life, but that word's not going to be said around me, and that's just the way it is.
Right.
So stuff like that. She knows how I feel.
This sounds like you're trying to piece something together just for old time's sake. Maybe this thing is just, reason, season, lifetime.
Yeah.
What's funny about that and sad, it makes me sad because my history of.
She's been your friend since pre-coma, right?
Yeah.
Which I never knew till this show. Because you said it once, you were like, oh, and that's when I met Lori. I was like, that long ago?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been since we were in 7th grade.
That's crazy.
So it's funny you should say that because I talked to a close friend about that, about the whole situation, who knows this, her and stuff. And she said the same thing. She was like, Monica's, it's sad and it's awful. And she, you have the greatest of fun memories and you've helped each other through all the crap. But it doesn't seem like you guys have grown apart at some point in time. At some point in time, she has her ideology and you have yours and they don't mesh and you can't force it kind of basically what you just said. You can't force it for old time's sake. And,
And you know what happened? I honestly, and I've seen this on both sides. I've had people that I've been friends with forever that have gone so far off the deep end on the other side where I'm just like, all right, if I see you, cool, but we don't have to, None of my really close friends, because my close friends are nobody's really changed so much. But I've seen it over the last 10, 12 years, man. Social media.
Yeah.
Social media, man, it's like it gives people that they feel like they have the right to say whatever, and then they're showing their true colors, and those true colors are not exactly the people that you thought you knew.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
It does suck.
It
That's
sucks.
the thing. And
Told you we got to get rid of social media. I'm down. Who's next? Who's with me? Let's make all this crap go away. Monica, you said something. I think you said it was in your email about Facebook's wanting to do a complete reset and start over.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Start over. I'm gone.
I'm down with the Facebook reset, but I will say this. Part of me, it has to think of the other side because that's how my brain works, which is I'm actually glad. How would I ever know Lori's thoughts or her stances or that she's thinking these things if it weren't for social media? I'm actually grateful, not just for Lori, but for other people in my life who now I see where their train of thought is and how they view certain things. And I wouldn't know that because it's in their own head if it weren't for social media. So it's almost like
but you know what? A lot of
that
stuff wouldn't be even in a thought in their mind, but because social media just drilled things in your face that were never in your face before.
Very true.
And now you have to react to it, and now you have to have an opinion about it.
Or you're
because
reading,
it's just right there.
Or you're reading misinformation, and that's where you form your misguided
Or
thoughts.
you're reading information that you think is misinformation, but isn't misinformation. That's the problem. The whole thing sucks. Going back to, this is your friend from grade school, I commend you for wanting to do a last-ditch effort to try to keep it together.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm betting against it.
I know. And I think you're not the only one. And I've just been, understand in my entire life, my history, and it's just been hearing, I'm not crying, it's it's what's
She's
happening
crying,
with
I see.
No, I'm
I'm not
not.
crying. You're
I'm
crying.
not. But it's the fact that she was a constant. After all the ups and downs and ins and outs and people and, but to and from and all of it, Lori was always there. And I'm not saying she's always a good person or, perfect or anything. I'm saying that was a touchstone. That was the one, no matter what was happening, she was always in my life somehow, some way.
Yeah, but your mental health comes first. And if she's not good for that, you got to keep it moving, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Why keep someone around that's going to kind of bring down your mood and you want to
life advice from this.
Yeah.
Correct. Important. Good life advice from the agent of chaos. I don't know.
Right.
If
I'm from clean Hillsborough County. You know how we do, baby. It's funny with the social media thing that you were talking about, though, because I'm getting Nicole into Black Mirror. I don't know if I asked you if you've seen that.
What's
I
that?
haven't seen it.
So Black Mirror is a series where it's like every episode is just different. Was that anthology series, right?
Yeah, where each season is going to be separate from the others.
Yeah, so it's that, and each episode's different. It's basically like, hey, imagine if we had this great piece of technology or advancement, but here's how we'd ruin it as a society. And the episode I showed Nicole yesterday is the social media episode, where it's basically your life is always rated like a Uber driver, and the way you interact with people, your ratings go down. You can't get good jobs. You can't afford nice houses. You can't, everything is based on your social media score and how bad that would turn society.
Oh, my
you
God.
know what I mean?
Can you imagine? It's
But,
already.
Yeah, it's awesome, though. It's a great show to watch, and I think you would Monica specifically would love that show.
And I tell you how this is kind of real life. Tell me if I'm understanding this correctly. Remember I told you last weekend I took my son to that car dealership?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the woman the car dealer that I know, the girl Elise, who is fantastic, everything was going smoothly until her manager decided to stick his nose in everything, and then kind of everything blew up. She knows that I do on the other station that I do an endorsement for a GMC dealership. And I had said to her, I said, listen, man, let me know. If you want me, I'll make the phone call. And then she's like, make the phone call, right? So I made the phone call. and now they're going to meet. The reason they're meeting is because of all of her reviews. So I do business with the GM dealership. I deal with the GM. He's somebody that I've known forever. We grew up in the same town. So the reason he took the meeting is because of her. I guess there's a thing called dealer rating.
Oh, no.
Whatever it is, where they get all the reviews.
Yeah.
So he didn't just take my word for it.
Oh,
he went
no.
and immediately, before he called her or texted her, went on that website, looked at all her reviews, and he called me up. He goes, I want her number now. I gave him the number. They made a vote. They're meeting on Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever the hell it is. So it's based like on her interactions with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They reported on it. That was like, he was able to go look at her report card.
Yeah.
Her report card was stellar.
Yeah.
And now, like, is it similar to, is that what you were talking about this?
Yeah, kind of. It's just everything like that. Like, literally, you can't go to certain restaurants because you're not rated high enough. Like, and, you know.
Isn't that what China's doing? Like a social something, like a social score?
Maybe.
Kind of thing?
It's so, the thing is, America, how it is now, and I know you're not the biggest fan, JP, of influencers, and that they, that's their job and that's how they get income, and their life is in front of the phone and all of that. That it would be that on steroids then. Would we all just be all trying to be influencers? I mean,
well, it's kind of like everyone just has a crap eating grin on their face, and their interactions are so fake.
Yeah.
Because they're
How do you
forced
know?
and fake because you want to get that good rating, so you're faking everything.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. There's a lot of great episodes. There's one where like everything you see and you remember, so you could go back like, oh, you and your wife are having an argument and be like, well, you said this, and you could go replay it and show them, be like, look, see, you did say that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, how does that get even crazier? Because then arguments get worse, or then you can catch people doing nefarious things. Like it's a deep show. You'll love it.
Yeah, that sounds like,
what's it on?
It sounds like my brain's gonna work too much.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Okay, I'm about to get Netflix because they're having a Buffalo Bills thing, so
Yeah.
I'll have to.
What are they having?
It's going to be a doc about the Bills and since Josh Allen and their rise up and how they can't quite get there and all of that. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it comes out in the summer. So as soon as that comes out, I'll get Netflix.
So now are you
cancel it
gonna go tonight with this girl and then
That's Can I ask a little friendly advice from both of y'all? What do you think? Do I extend the olive branch this way and say okay? Because we had left it like okay, well let's get together, but there were no definite plan. So do I leave it like hey, what you want it because it's an outdoor thing, live music. It's very interactive, so it's not just me and her sitting across from each other.
All right, so what are you gonna do? You gonna walk away from her if it's not going right?
No. I'll probably just honestly, to be completely honest, I'll probably be depressed all weekend and just acknowledge what everybody is saying around me and just tell her, listen, this sucks and, I hate this and,
Do you really want to go into your weekend knowing you're going to be depressed all weekend?
I want to go into my weekend knowing how in the hell this stands. It's so bizarre to me. All I've, in my head this whole time I've been here, I'm like, what if Lori lived here? It'd be so cool. We can hang out, we can do this and we can do that. And she's literally in West Chase. I'm in right in the border of Citrus Park. We're
Right.
not far from each other, and we haven't seen each other in months. That's insanity. We're either in or I'm out. I need an ending. Or
Here's why I think there's hope, and it's worth it. Think about how bad at times things had gotten between you and I.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
And here we are doing a show together and winning.
If you would have
Right?
asked me this at certain points, hell
No
no.
way.
Hell
Ask you.
no.
Ask me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So if you and I can figure out, okay, let's stay away from that for you and do me a favor, don't do that, and I'll be cool. And if we can get on the same page, then I think that the girl that you know from 7th grade, if she's mature enough to have those conversations and be able to take a look in the mirror and realize that, if you matter, she'll fix these things.
Yeah.
Because if you and I can do it, you should be able to make it work with your friend from 7th grade.
And I first of all, you're right. Second, I know I'm willing to. God bless Brett not having a recording button to play that back a million times. I am willing, 1,000% willing to put in whatever effort I need to do. So basically, it just hinges on whether she wants to or thinks she can. I think she wants to. I don't think she hates me by any means. I just think she would need to put a little effort into not.
But the one thing I would say is this event that you want to go to, it doesn't seem like a breeding ground for like serious conversation.
But I don't want that.
But you have to have it.
Yeah,
you have
but
to have it.
Is it needed immediately?
Can we forge a bond, get our little bit of our bond back?
Yeah, I
have
think
a little
she
fun.
wants to have fun and kind of get loose and kind of warm up to the convo instead of just, hey, we got to hit this real quick before we even do anything.
Yeah, that's what was exactly right, Gareth, what I wanted to do today. So on Easter, when we get together, hey, she makes her beef and noodles white people dish. I make my Mexican dish. We have fun. And maybe at some point after, maybe we sit by the pool or whatever, we can have a casual, and we've already had that. That's not our first convo. That's kind of how I was seeing it. Is it?
I would also keep the drinking to a minimum.
I don't understand.
The face she just made.
I saw the face. You forget I can see.
I know.
Like she's
you
like,
wanna
you can
have a
agree with this?
I know you want to have a good time, but one negative thing, and a sober conversation
Yeah, you're right.
may not turn into anything.
That's what started the whole punching when she punched me. So that whole, too much booze is wrong. But I
didn't know she punched you.
Yeah, when did she punch you?
You need me to smack a bitch?
You never told her
I
she
will
punched
smack
you?
a bitch.
I didn't tell you that story. We didn't talk.
No, but you know what?
We got a break again?
Let's take a break.
We didn't talk for like 3 years because of yeah.
All right.
Booze.
The great Monica Hori Lori Punch Out when we return on 125 The Bone, real or real. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives on 102.5 The Bone. The cars, the drivers,
I'm not surprised, and anybody who is should rethink their NASCAR knowledge.
and all the left turns you can handle. Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ulm Jeep Ram, #1 in the country.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or call 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Tell them Mike Caldesea.
At Brandon Honda, get 0 down, 0 security deposit, 0 first payment, 0 do-it signing. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Get a brand new Pilot for just $399 per month, new Passports just $329 per month, or get a new HRV for an incredible $149 per month. Plus, get a real nationwide lifetime warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Visit BrandonHonda.com to get your best price and payments right online. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-279-1222 for more information.
Did you know even the smallest increase in mortgage rates can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan? Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. It's true, even a 0.25% change in rate can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your mortgage. But with Third Federal's new Early Rate Lock, you don't have to take chances. Early Rate Lock is the only pre-approval that locks in your rate at pre-approval, even before you find a house. Plus, we're so confident that our rates are the lowest, if you find a lower rate, we'll beat it or give you $1,000. And now through April 15th, get pre-approved with Third Federal and we'll pay all of your closing costs. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today.
Right now at Third Federal, even before you find a home, lock in 6.50%, APR 6.56% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3RD-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. Zero closing costs on low-cost loans only. See conditions for lowest rate guarantee at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle Raves USA today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. April 29th through May 4th at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at StrazCenter.org.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
What's up, Bone listeners? It's Captain Zach. Are you looking for more power? Check out my friends at LBP. Whether you're boating, taking a cruise on the golf cart, my friends at Lithium Battery Power have the innovative technology to give that to you. Check them out at lithiumbatterypower.com or call 727-223-9831. Lithium Battery Power. Longer life, more power.
Accomplishing goals is hard. But when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. Babbel is designed with you in mind. From expert-created lessons to conversational video units and even live classes, you can personalize your Babbel experience to be exactly what you need to really learn a new language more easily. Go ahead, set a goal for yourself. Accomplish it with Babbel. Try Babbel for free. Go to BABBEL.com. That's Babbel.com.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. And now, back to JP.
JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Monica and Dizzy as well. 800-771-1025. When last we left, Monica was going to start telling us how, I don't know, how you and Hori Lori went to... I cannot believe my best friend Chris and I have never even had an argument.
See, I know.
Never even had an argument.
But that's weird to me.
Good for you. Never had an argument with my best friend.
But also, that's weird, though. To me,
it's the truth.
That is weird.
It's weird because people are people. Like whenever a couple says, "Oh, we've never fight," you need to fight. You need to, have differences and be able to express your opinion. It doesn't need to be knocked down, drag out. You don't have to, harbor horrible feelings. But you need to have a disagreement, a difference of opinions, so that you can work through it and build a bond.
I riled Nicole up once a week just so we could work on stuff.
Keep her in line. That's just the way.
Are you serious?
What?
Diz?
What?
Are you serious that you do that just to okay.
No. Just to keep her on her toes.
Well, every once in a while, your delivery, I'm like, I don't know if he's being a wise ass or if he's,
I mean, unintentionally I might, but I definitely don't do it purposefully. Like, what way can I get under her skin today?
Yeah. Why'd she hit you and why would you even allow that to happen?
I know. It was, okay, so let's just say it happened. This was...
Closed fist, open hand?
Oh, closed fist.
Ooh.
This was 2000. It was after 2011. I don't know, 2013 or 14 or something.
So you were in radio and everything for a while when this happened.
Yeah, 100%. And it was Gasparilla. Okay. Yeah. And she came here for her birthday. Her birthday's in January. She came for Gasparilla. We had a great time all day. Great time. It was a great day. And then on the way, I know. There were two guys. We met two guys, and they were talking to us at the end or whatever, and they needed a ride to wherever they were going. It was in South Tampa. It was like a few miles, but they just didn't want to walk it or whatever. So we were like, okay, and I had Hopesters. I think I had Tammy. No, I had Hopesters. Anyway, so we're like piling up.
Tammy's her other car, ladies and gentlemen. Because I know you're probably sitting there like, I don't understand why. Does she have sleeves? I don't understand what this is.
Tammy
No,
Tercel.
she names her cars.
R.I.P. So they get in the back, right? And so Lori's in the front, and we're just, whatever. And and it took not even 10 minutes to take them where they were going. And they're getting
okay to drive.
Oh, I was fine because I had driven us there, so I knew. Like, earlier in the day, I was probably not, but by that time, this was dark out. By the way, it's like 7 or 8 at night. Like it's done. The night is done, and so they're in the back, and Lori is really talking to the one guy. I was just kind of being there with the other guy because Lori liked the one guy. As they're getting out, Lori and this other guy make out, which is cool, fine, whatever. I'll wait, and I did wait, and I waited, and finally she's like, "Hey, I want to go with this guy to this party wherever they're going." I'm like, Lori, it's, listen, it's been, this proves that I was of sound mind.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's been a long day. You're drunk. We don't know these guys. This was fun enough. And, it's, get his number and let's go. Cause she didn't even live here anyway. Like
Right.
so she fights. She's arguing with me about it. No. And she's getting mad at me. And he's like, yeah, what's your problem, lady? And I'm like, you guys, I'm the only sound mind person here. I know this is a bad idea. Lori, get in the car and let's go. And so I was getting angry because she wasn't getting in the car. She gets in the car and we still keep arguing. I'm like, close the door. Finally, she literally, out of nowhere, I was not expecting it, so there was no defense whatsoever at all. Her arm comes out, and she's never done this before. She's not a violent person, and just punches me. And it lands it lands like between, like on the end of my cheek, like kind of on my head. You know what I mean?
Punch you in the face?
Oh yeah. And I
While you're driving?
No, we were parked.
Oh, sorry.
We were parked while we were fighting about all this.
Way better story if you were driving.
Yeah.
No.
I would have hit the brakes on that bitch.
No. And so it landed kind of on the side of my head, and I was in shock. Like, what? Like, where? What? And so over these guys we don't even know. What? I'm just looking out for you. So she's she and I just looked at her like stunned, and instead of like being like whoa or whatever, she went again. And at that time I was
she hit you twice.
She went to go no, and then I moved, and I was like, I started swearing F and B and whatever, and I shoved her on the elbow, like on the shoulder, I should say. You know what I mean? Like 'cause she was in the passenger seat, I kind of shoved her, and she almost fell out of the car because the door was still open. And she gets up. And she goes to swing again, and I'm like, stop it. And I put my hands up, and her face ran into him because she's drunk. It was like a fight, sitting down. It was the most bizarre, weird. And then she pulled my hair. So, of course, I'm going to pull her hair. So we're both pulling each other's hair, and it hurts.
In my mind, this is all in slow motion with a fan blowing.
We were in our bikinis. yeah. All pillows came from nowhere. And
right, the feathers are flying.
Started making it out.
Yeah, we've got. That's what leads into
Truce.
One boob
Let's
falls out.
scissor to make up.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're pulling each other's hair. It was a whole sit down fight. It was the most bizarre thing ever. And I was crying because my feelings were so hurt. Like, what is happening right now?
Right.
And so finally she gets out and she's like, F you and whatever. And she slams the door. And I got out of the car for just a second and said, Lori, we don't know these guys. You can't go with these guys. Get in the car. And she was walking away, and she just walked away with them, and and I'm like, I can't, what am I going to do? I can't do anything after that. So I still feel bad about it to this day, but I left, and I drove home.
So you C-blocked her, and she punched you for it.
Not C-blocking. These guys
You
were
did.
weird. They had it
No, I'm not saying you were wrong for doing it, but she punched you because you C-blocked her. Or you tried to.
in her head.
That's why
what
she did it.
Yeah. But I was looking out for her. I wasn't C-blocking her.
She wanted to get Eiffel Towered, and you were like, nope. Need to see your construction permits.
I apologize for C-blocking you then. But again, and I'm still, to this day, I'm like, how did she go with these two guys that we just met, a few hours ago? And
Did she bang him?
I don't know because we didn't talk. So by the way, again, she was visiting.
Can you ask her, like, if you see her tonight, can you ask her, say,
Whatever
JP
happened?
and Dizzy want to know, remember that time we had that thing? Did you ever bang up?
Hi.
Remember when
I
you
think-
sucker punched me like a little punk bitch? Did you have sleep with those guys?
I don't want to be accused of shoddy journalism.
Hi,
You know
which
what I'm
it would
saying?
be.
Like, I want answers.
Hi, I'd like to make, build a bridge here on our friendship that's a little bit rocky, and I'd like to make sure. What happened with last time when you punched? Like, I'm not going to bring up the punching incident when we're trying to make a new friendship. So no, I'm not going
You're
to.
making this about you. It's about the audience.
No, it's really not. It's my life. It's my actual real life. So the thing is, so she was staying with me, right? So all of her luggage and everything was in my apartment. And I drove home and I slept. I actually slept on the couch in case she somehow, some way took a cab or whatever. You know what I mean? She knew where I lived, obviously. And she didn't come home all night. So I was like, where even is she?
I think we got her answer.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's true.
You think she just went to a hotel for the night? Get out of here.
Actually, the weird part about I don't know when she did this. So the next day, believe it or not, because I wasn't drunk and all of that, I was sober, and so I went to church the next day, and I physically went there, and I was like, what is happening in my life right now? Whatever. And while I was at church, she messaged me. And I was like, why are you messaging me? Just text me. She's like, I deleted your number. But I'm like, oh my God. Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? I didn't do anything wrong. And she's like, I need my stuff or whatever. And so I said, okay, then she's like, but I don't want to see you. I just need to get my stuff, leave it outside the door for me and don't open the door or whatever. So she was like really mad still in the morning. So I go, okay. And so I put all her stuff in her suitcase and stuck it outside. And I was inside for a while, and like a few hours later, I looked out there and it was gone. So at some point she came to get it. But that was Sunday. Monday, she messaged me again. She's like, listen, Monica, before I leave, because she was leaving on Monday, I just want to, I don't want to leave on a bad note or whatever. I checked into a hotel. Can you come and visit me or whatever? We'll have lunch and whatever. So we did. And it was weird, and I told her my side of it, kind of like I just told you, and she was still mad. She was like, you're not my parent, whatever. And I'm like, well, listen, it happened. You're the one, you punched me and whatever. And so it didn't really end well, and we didn't talk for like 3 years.
Can I play shrink here?
Okay. I don't like it when you do, but okay. Because you're usually
You
right.
let nobody in your life come even close to behavior like this.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's almost like your mom. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, you're like this. Like, she exhibits a lot of the behaviors that you hate about your mom from your past.
That's a good point.
You're
best friends with your mom.
The sleeping
Damn
around,
it.
the putting guys before you.
Yeah.
The abuse.
Yeah. God.
The not caring, like mocking your feelings, and your opinion doesn't matter, and I'm only again going by what you're telling me.
Yeah.
But it's a spitting image of everything you hate about your mom.
So why is it
but
okay
yet
with
you
her?
want to try and fix this the same way you've tried to fix it with your mom 1,000,000 times.
Yep.
And then you were only happy once you realized that you couldn't fix it and you moved on.
Are you texting her right now? Lose my number, bitch.
Yeah,
No.
this bitch gotta go.
This is why I hate it when you play shrink, because I would not have seen this
I didn't either.
pattern
I'm awesome
at all.
it.
I wish I
have
came up
the
with that.
wrong job.
Bad, but
You're best
I
friends
should
with
be
your mom.
making so much more money sitting on a couch.
I know, right? You would just have to go to school and learn things. Can't have
I
that.
already know, dude. I've been doing it for 25 years. It's on-the-job training.
Yeah. Okay.
I can out-shrink most shrinks.
I 100. It probably would have taken months to get to this to get to this analogy with an actual shrink, because I wouldn't have come up with a story. You know what I mean? The story is somewhere in the back of my head. But to establish a pattern and all of that, it would have taken a lot more time. So thank you for that. Thanks for saving me some money.
I don't know how you're feeling. I'm feeling amazing right now.
I'm feeling sad right now. These are all horrible memories of Lori, and I'm
you
just
should
sad.
feel sad.
Yeah.
I, however,
Feel great.
this is, again, not about you, Monica.
Apparently not. Apparently not.
So when you see your mom today, not going to have the talk, right?
Right.
That's the thing. Okay, so now, oh my God, my head is like starting to tingle. Do I even, is this, I don't know. I don't care.
What?
I want a drink.
Yeah, go ahead. You can have one.
It'll be funny if today when you're hanging out with her, you go to call, you go, Mom, Lori.
Hey, Kathy, Lori.
Oh, that's so.
That's sad to me that Lori's
She's gonna
Kathy.
say something. You're going to see her, and she's going to say something, and this conversation is
It
going to
is.
pop into your head.
100%. And I think that's another reason why I want to do this thing today, because I feel like, again,
Closure.
it'll be an end. Yes. Or maybe it's a beginning. Maybe she's like, listen, it's been a few months and I do miss you too. And, whatever. We've been friends for so. I have hope. You know how I
Right.
am.
And
That's
she's going to
the
do it
ending.
again. She's going to do it again because it's who she is.
Yeah.
It's who she is.
Yeah.
Right? And it's who your mother is.
Yeah.
And then finally you had the balls to slam that door shut.
Yeah. It took me 30 years to do that.
Huh?
It took me 30 years to finally slam the door on that, and have been so happy ever since. So maybe the end game, the forest as opposed to the trees part of this, is that in the end I'll be happier. I don't know. Thank you, Dr. JP.
Anywho, 800-771-1025. If anybody else has that mental health issues, they need diagnosed. Long-standing relationship problems. I'm your guy. It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
And she looks wild. 1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at defenderruck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
If you're hurt, accept no substitute. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are conquering the unconquerable. Our experts are leading the way with innovative regenerative medicines and biotherapeutics that can repair diseased, injured, or defective tissues and organs to help treat people with chronic medical conditions. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. You'll receive an all-cash offer and close within days. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
SunToyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Just one step. That's all it takes to begin to make a huge change in your life with nursing education from Jersey College's School of Nursing. Just ask our grads.
Jersey College gave me all the tools and confidence I needed to prepare me to be a nurse.
The teachers here, they're amazing. They're supportive.
You're never alone. It's more than just a school here. I feel like it's a family.
2025 is full of possibilities. Take the next step towards your nursing dream today. Visit jerseycollege.edu. That's jerseycollege.edu.
Have you signed up for the Hard Rock Unity Card yet? If you haven't, what are you waiting for? It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Sign up for Unity Card at the Players Club and receive a free limited edition Seminole Hard Rock t-shirt and up to $200 on them. You'll receive your actual slot loss back from your first day on your next visit and 2 equal free play offers up to $200. Insert your new card into your favorite slot machine and begin playing and start earning points. Your Unity points can be used like regular dollars on qualifying purchases at participating restaurants, bars, hotels, lounges, and retail stores. Stop by the Seminole Hard Rock and make sure you get your Hard Rock Unity Card.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Tampa on North Nebraska Avenue next to TGT Poker and Racebook now through April 29th for the grand opening sale. Get 2 times O Rewards points on all Armor All wipes. Plus receive 2 times points on Valvoline Flex Fill Gear Oil, which means you can reach your next $5 reward twice as fast. Right now at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA Spring Sale. How can I help?
Oh, hi. It's time for spring cleaning and I need a total refresh.
Perfect. Huge savings in store and online can help you refresh for less. Save up to 50% off on hundreds of select outdoor, garage, bathroom items and more.
Oh.
Plus, loyalty members can save an extra 10% on select sale items.
Wow. Now I won't have to spring break the bank.
Shop the IKEA Spring Sale March 18th through April 21st.
Offer valid 3/18 to 4/21/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/spring sale for details. Restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention.
which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them, the right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your team and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
I love this song! I love nachos.
Loving everything? You might be buzzed.
You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzz warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go! Stay right where you are.
Stand by the broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now it's JP.
Here we go. Are you ready?
JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Hour number 2. Brought to you by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. 800-771-1025 is the phone number. We'll get the dead guy in the envelope in just about 10 minutes or so. I don't know about you. I know, Monica, you live for all this NFL, the draft stuff, and I just can't wait for this stuff to be over.
What?
I really can't. I just want the draft to be over. You know what it is? There's so much Giants garbage. Shador, not Shador.
See, that's why I was talking about this with Mike Olivero. That's why when the Bills were awful, a la the Giants, I enjoyed draft day so much because it was like new hope, and they picked so early you didn't have to wait all day. So it'd be like, okay, you can find out if they're going to move up or move down or who they're going to get and how they're going to improve the team, and that fresh hope of my team's going to be good this year. And I don't know, how do you not get into it when your team sucks?
It's because it's a never-ending onslaught, and it's all about Shador Sanders.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And should they take him? I'm like, I go, you just picked you just got 2 starting quarterbacks. What are you going to pick this guy up for? It doesn't make any sense, and it's like it doesn't stop. And yesterday, did you check out the
process, JP?
I don't have people to trust.
Well,
nobody in this organization has been proven trustworthy
you might be
thus
right
far.
there.
So therefore,
you might be right.
And it won't matter because it's like you could have, Ryan Leaf was the number 1 pick in the draft and he was a bust. So you never know anyway.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, but Shador,
did you see
so good.
Yesterday, I guess Aaron Rodgers did his spot with McAfee. And he described the meeting with the Jets.
No.
Did you didn't? Oh, you got to go see this. He basically came out and said, he goes, so I flew across the country because he was out in California. That's, Aaron Rodgers lives in California. And he's like, I flew across the country on my own dime, mind you, to come and sit down and have what I thought was going to be an hours-long conversation. They would ask me of, what I thought about, the team and the situation. And I was going to get to talk about where they saw the organization going, what direction they wanted to go, how they were going to play, what kind of offense, this, that, and, the other thing. And I knew nothing was for certain, but I thought we were going to go out there. He goes, the conversation lasted literally 15 minutes. He goes, I'm 20 minutes into the conversation with Coach Aaron Glenn, and 20 seconds into the conversation, and he got up and walked out of the room. The coach did. Came back in with the general manager. Then Aaron's like, I sat there and I'm talking to the general manager about something, and then Coach Glenn went to the edge of his seat and said, "So do you want to play football?" And Aaron Rodgers goes, "Yeah, I'm absolutely interested in playing football." He goes, "We're going to go in a different direction at quarterback." And Aaron Rodgers is like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, because I don't want to be doing." So we just basically want to know how do you want the messaging to be? And Rodgers is like, "I have no idea. I don't give an S about the messaging." So they made him fly all the way across the country.
Yeah.
For a 15-minute conversation that could have been had over the phone.
Listen, first of all, it sounds as
and
if
Aaron
you're
Rodgers
taking
is Aaron Rodgers, so
Yes.
I take it all with a grain of salt. But at the same time, I'm like, for the guy to be in a conversation, then walk out of the room, then come in, ask you if you want to play football, you say yeah, and then he says we're going in a different direction at quarterback.
Yeah.
And then he assumed that Aaron would be undermining his, like the coach would be saying one thing, and then that Aaron Rodgers would be saying something else to the players.
Listen, if you
I was
ask
just
me,
like, this
that
is
was
weird.
handled. Aaron Rodgers, if that's the story he told, comes off very self-important. You're a quarterback. I understand the history there. I'm not discounting your talent and any of that, but you're still the quarterback.
Right,
you are there to do whatever the higher up tells you. You don't tell them; they tell you.
And I understand you, and I agree with you. But why, if you know what you're going to do, why did you make this guy?
Because power play, big power play. And don't act like Aaron.
But you look like a dick.
But hold on, it's either that or Aaron Rodgers makes them look like a dick, because Aaron Rodgers has a history of being Mr. Self-important. I'm calling the shots here. It's me. It's about me. It's me. So they took that away from him, and now you just have to deal because you're an old man who sucked last year and who got hurt the year before that.
Monica, go back and look. Go back and look at his stats from he didn't suck last year. The Jets sucked.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers didn't suck.
But hold on. When you have, and everybody says this about strong quarterbacks, I'm not going to expect them to win the Super Bowl by any means, but a good team-centric, not all about him quarterback can make a sucky team look better than the Jets looked. And that's just fact. And it's happened before.
Listen.
He doesn't have it in him. He's about himself.
I get it. I get all of it. I just don't understand you start worrying about the messaging, and he's like, I don't even care. So now he's just like, I don't know if I'm going to play. I might play. I might not play. I don't know what I want to do yet. And I can't blame him. I wouldn't be rushing into it either if I was him.
I think they were being nice to him and saying because they could have been like,
nice to him would have been flipping the bill for the flight. That would have been nice. He had to pay for it out of his own pocket.
They could have.
He didn't fly. He didn't fly first class on Delta. He, private jetted across. It wasn't cheap. He's got money. I'm not.
I was going to say,
concerned about his finances.
Aaron Rodgers.
I think he can pay his rent.
I'm not concerned about his finances. But
I'm saying they
I'm
could
saying.
have just put out a statement and not even told him. That's happened before, and I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. I'm saying courtesy. If he wouldn't have flown out there of his own volition, then they would have just done it over the phone. But he's gonna foot the bill. Why would they?
Courtesy would have been to just do it over the phone.
Well, I think
that would have been courtesy.
I think had he been a better teammate, a better fit for the Jets, it might have been handled differently. I think from the get, it just was not.
There is so much football going on, football stuff going on, and especially it was I think it was this NIL stuff is taking on a life of its own. The coaches are all starting to stand up like, you know what, go F yourself. There's another kid from, I guess, a wide receiver from Syracuse just put himself in the portal because he wanted $2 million. And the coach is like, I'll be damned if I'm giving a wide receiver $2 million in college. Get out. And threw him out.
With no negotiations, do you start at 2 and then get talked down to 1, or how's?
No, you get talked down to go in the portal. Get out of my team. Goodbye. I love it. I love it. I do. I love that. I love that these coaches are just like, you know what, go scratch your ass. This is all about you. You don't care about the program. You don't care about the team. You're caring about yourself. Hit the bricks. $2 million. Goodbye. You're in college.
But we're on the same page when it comes to players should be compensated. I'm not saying $2 million. I don't know how they're going to regulate that eventually, but
they have to the way they have to regulate it is like any other employment agreement. You're going to come to college. Here's your NIL money. You're signing a deal for a multi-year deal, like a 4-year contract, like I signed with CMG, and they have me for 4 years. And, you know, if you get a better offer, we have to get compensation and we'll release you. But you're signing, and here's what you're signing for. You don't get to come in and then, because now it turns out that you had this dude from Tennessee. He wasn't the only one. You had players that were contemplating not playing in the playoff games to try to negotiate more NIL money for themselves.
But understand, though, JP.
Believe that one?
Well, understand that, and even what you just mentioned with
talk about bad teammates
with your contract, the regulation has to. I don't want to go back to how it was. In other words, there can be
Nobody does.
NILs all day long, but contracts and including yours, and I know you know that, they always benefit the employer. You know, the employee is just happy to get what they get. So if
right, because
NIL,
they have the money.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So in what you're describing, if it's regulated, it's still. I just don't want it to be regulated where the school still has the upper hand. I don't want the student to have the upper hand. It needs to be equal, and I don't know how that works. Otherwise, we're just back to where it was. Like
it's never. Listen, you're not back to as long as they're getting compensated. You're not back to square one, because square one was no compensation for these kids.
True.
And the NCAA and the schools making all the money.
But the power of.
But they have. But you can't just like bring somebody in and then they could just walk away. Because you're investing in that. You're investing time into that.
But the difference
is, though, coaching
JP,
into that player and time into that player and tutoring and resources go into the player. And he's all of a sudden, halfway through the season, where you're about to make the playoffs, you know what? I'm going to throw myself in the portal because I want more money and you don't want to give them No.
But from the player's point of view, they're gonna train and dedicate themselves and play hard and win games and all of that. And the same exact thing. The school could just be like, nope. You're out. We're starting someone else, and now you're screwed. So the same fear is on the other end. Just like the student can say, "I'm going to go in the portal," the school can say, "Nope, we're not starting you anymore," and you sit down.
Yeah,
and now we're screwed.
Right, but that's not what's happening. Well, they can bench them.
Yeah,
you know, or they can bench them, or they can cut them. Yeah. Players have gotten cut for behavioral issues or whatever the hell it is. And if you're cut, then you're a free agent. Go make a deal somewhere. Go ahead. But if you sign an agreement to come play ball here, oh, and by the way, here's a free college education.
Yeah.
Like, we forget about that part, right? And they're getting an education, allegedly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The whole thing is nuts. But I don't know. There's something about 17-year-old kids walking around, waving their D's around, like all of a sudden you can get
only because last time the same 17-year-old kid was just getting bent over and screwed over a barrel or whatever, over 10 states or what was it, the 10-state barrel, whatever.
Yeah, bend you over a barrel, let you see the 50 states.
Yeah, bending over a barrel, let you see the 50 states.
Yeah, you never heard that term? That's a term.
That's so funny.
Say it again.
It's
bend you over a barrel and let you see the 50 states.
I don't know what that means, but I love it so much. I forgot how it went. But that's what the 17-year-old kid was before. So now that the college kids had a little bit of leverage, of course it's going to go that way. The pendulum is going to swing bad.
I've heard the got you over a barrel. I never heard the 50 states part.
Because it's funny.
I heard it in the movie Horrible Bosses,
That's
right?
what it was, yeah. I'm going to bend you over a barrel. Let you see
Joe's on line one. What's going on, Joe?
Oh, that's funny.
Hey guys, back to Monica, because Monica's fascinating. Monica, have you ever heard of the Serenity Prayer?
Yes. And the control, the wisdom to know the difference.
There you go. That's the magic to it. And once you do that, it'll be great. The second thing I'm curious about is I've heard about Lori so often on this channel for years. I don't know what she looks like. Is there a way you could post a picture of you guys so we can finally see what she looks like? And then the third thing I have is for you, JP. I know you were telling me about how your wife gets hot and cold and this and that. There's the best thing ever.
Last night again.
R-E-S-T.
Nice.
What'd you say?
Breast.com. These sheets are amazing.
Oh. Literally hot and cold.
R-E-S-T?
Rest. Yeah, rest.com.
I'll check it out.
And these sheets I'm telling you, I bought them. They're a little expensive, but they're amazing. You'll never have a problem again.
I'll check it. I'll check anything out. Last night she had the windows open. I froze my balls off. I'm sitting here shivering. I'm like, I'm going to.
had sex last night.
Who, me?
Yeah, I thought when you said last night again, I'm like, good for you.
No. Silly girl. Let's not get crazy.
I don't know. Listen, the kids are older and they're probably gone all the time. Your excuse last time was the kids were in the house.
Twice in 1 week?
When you just Honey,
Just crazy talk.
You need to bend your wife over a barrel and let her see the 50 states.
Yeah, I don't understand how the 50 states part.
That's why it's great. I have no idea. But that's fair. That's been my favorite forever.
All right, you ready for little dead guy in the envelope? Shall we play?
Yes.
Shall we play a game? Dead guy in the envelope brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. Here's what we got. I got a guy that you know straight out of the headlines. Straight out of the headlines.
Okay.
White guy, American guy. Headlines. I guess history books.
Say headlines again.
Headlines.
Are those headlines that we know this white American male from the 2000s?
No. Ooh, that was violent. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
Were the headlines negative, not positive?
Mostly.
Okay.
I would say they were mostly negative headlines. That's the way the media definitely spun it. All right, 800-771-1025. You got a white American guy that you know from the headlines, and those headlines were not from the 2000s. 800-771-1025 is Dead Guy in the Envelope. Your first questions when we come back. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Before you accept an insurance settlement for damage to your car, think about this. An accident stays on your car's history permanently, whether it was repaired or not. And if you try to sell it, a potential buyer can easily look it up and try to offer you less. That's diminished value. That's value you're entitled to. Value we fight for. Put our experience to work for you. Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Storm season is approaching. Make sure that the roof above your family's head is safe, sound, and secure by going to universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting. They are veteran-owned, and they've been in business for 32 years. Get a free roof inspection and monthly payments as low as $115 if you need roof replacement or repairs. universalroof.com for Universal Roof and Contracting. That's universalroof.com.
Hey, did you know that with Frontier Fiber Internet, the best Wi-Fi isn't just for VIPs anymore?
So even if I have less than 1 million followers?
Or me, a total noob?
What if I'm not in the metaverse yet?
Yeah, now everyone can get Wi-Fi 7 with a premium Eero router on Fiber 500 and up. Now starting at only $39.99 per month. Switch to the most advanced Wi-Fi on 100% fiber internet. Only from Frontier. Good to go. In select areas, price for 12 months with autopay. ETF terms apply. Max speeds wired. Actual average and Wi-Fi speed vary.
It's the start of a new season of Raise deals, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Honda Pilot, just $419 per month, or a new Honda Accord, just $319 per month. Even Raymond is buying. It's the start of a new season of Raise deals. Don't miss out. Claim your Raise deal today at Crown Honda, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-509-4942 for complete details.
At Florida Prepaid, we're here for all the grinders, the go-getters, the gifted, the talented, the unique, the spirited. We're here for the well-to-do, the just getting started, the budgeters, the big spenders, and everyone in between. Because we believe that every child deserves higher education, and our goal is to help families save for it by making it simpler and more affordable than ever before. So every child has the opportunity to shine. Plans start at just $29 a month. Open enrollment ends April 30th.
This fall,
The police coming straight from the underground.
Ice Cube is bringing truth to power.
You know how we do.
Featuring 4 decades of attitude, a musical production like he's never done before. Taking the stage at Amalie Arena, September 11th. Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour. 4 decades of attitude.
Straight out of Compton, it's a crazy brother named Ice Cube.
Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Paul
Gallon season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia. Puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. Your lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh. Did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said, but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Bring spring to your door with Target Circle 360. Get all you need for Easter hosting, spring get-togethers, and more with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. From Easter basket goodies to fresh florals, getting everything the same day is easy. Open the Target app and bring the magic of the season to your door with unlimited same-day delivery through Target Circle 360. Visit target.com/circle or the Target app for more details. Subscription required. Same-day delivery is subject to terms. Applies to orders over $35.
St. Pete Country Fest is here at Vinoy Park, November 21st through the 23rd. 40-plus country artists across 3 stages. Tickets are on sale now. Visit stpetecountryfest.com today.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Dead Guy in the Envelope is underway. 800-771-1025. Game is simple. I gave you the clues. The clues are you had a white American guy that you know best from headlines. Those headlines were not in the 2000s. Now you give us a call, once again at 800-771-1025. You ask a yes or no question. If you get a yes, you'll hear that, and you can go again. If you get a no, you'll hear that, and we hang on and go up to the next caller, put all the clues together, and we will get a winner. All right? So, Preston on line 1, you're the first one up. Go ahead, Preston.
Did he get caught bopping his baloney in a movie theater?
No, sorry. He did not get caught, I quote, bopping his baloney in a movie theater. What's that from? Bopping his baloney. Oh, that was from Vacation.
Oh, yeah?
When they got to the cousin's house.
I never saw it, so I don't know.
And he's like, you never saw, what? I'm sorry, what?
I saw the Christmas Vacation and European Vacation, but that's it.
You never watched the original movie Vacation?
No, I did not.
Homework.
Oh, I don't. Is it good though? Is it good enough to watch? Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah. After you're done hanging out with your mom, watch Vacation.
No.
Yeah. James on line 2. Go ahead, James.
Was he from Texas?
Yes.
Was he a cult leader?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
David Koresh?
Yes. What?
I love you so much right now.
Well, that's it for that.
James.
JP, I wanted to send you off on a Good Friday.
Thank you.
Short and sweet, baby.
Short and sweet is right. You got a pair of tickets to see Colin Quinn at the Billheimer at Capitol Theater on April 24th. Congratulations, yes. And it's funny, I haven't even thought about this guy in however many years. And I'm looking at the picture, like, if he's another one of those guys, like, if you put up 10 people and you said, which guy is a cult leader? That one.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
Take a look at him.
I don't see him horrible.
He looks like...
How do you look like a... How is that even a thing?
He looks like a cult leader.
How?
I said, if there's one guy you pick out and say, which one of these guys is the cult leader, I would go with this guy.
Point to specifics. What about him? His glasses? I mean, a lot of people have glasses.
It's the glasses. It's the long hair. It's the glasses. It's the look in the eyes. just feel like he looks like a culty guy. That's all.
I ain't following him. I'm not getting in his cult. Like if
I was thinking about it when I picked him to be the dead guy. I had a feeling I gave too many clues, but
it really wasn't. You said headlines. You gave very minimal.
yeah, but I guess you're right. Anyway, it's like how are you so weak-minded?
I don't know.
That you can get lured into a cult, and at no point, especially with all these cult leaders, they end up sleeping with everybody, right? Like nobody sees it.
Oh, that's true too.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like somehow all of a sudden, it's one thing if you grew up with it, like if you were born into it and you don't know any better.
Sure.
This is the only thing you know. But when you're like 16, 17, 18 years old, 20 years old, and all of a sudden, like this guy, he called himself, he was the head of the Branch Davidians.
Yeah.
And he's like, he claimed to be the final prophet. And it says his apocalyptic biblical teachings, including interpretations of the book of Revelations and the seven seals.
Didn't he talk to God too, allegedly?
Yeah, isn't that what they all do?
I don't know. I don't know.
But then, like, it says here, Koresh competed for dominance with another leader, Benjamin Roden's son, George, until Koresh and his followers took over Mount Carmel in 1987. In the early 1990s, he became subject to allegations of polygamy and child sexual abuse by former Branch Davidian associates. Further allegations. So, and then all of a sudden they got on the government's radar, and it says further allegations related to the Branch Davidian stockpiling of weapons led the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms in the FBI, and next thing you know, they're blowing that place up.
How do you get out of the cult then? If there's like former Branch Davidians associates, if you're that brainwashed and you believe it that wholeheartedly, how do you unbrainwash yourself on your own?
I don't know. At some point, does common sense kick in, or
you wake up one morning like, wait a minute, what am I doing right now? What's my life?
Who does this guy think he is?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the final prophet. Get me the what?
Which it sucks because just listen, I'm not getting religious by any means, but it does suck because the Bible says that Jesus is going to come back, and so and that he's what is that? What song? What if God was one of us? There's no like way you're supposed to treat like everybody the same as if they could be Jesus here on earth. So he is just an average person. Like if you follow the Bible, you can't necessarily say that he's not.
That's why I just
the
want to go
returning
to
of Jesus.
Oh, you're the final prophet? I get it. I would get at that point. I would get like a children's pool, fill with water, and I'd be like, walk on that. Well, if you can walk on that water, then I'm gonna stick around for a little while. But if you can't walk on that water, bro, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I don't know that's how it works, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just feel like something is something missing in someone's life where they need that.
I guess.
Acceptance.
I feel like that. This is going to go over well on Good Friday, but I feel like that with a lot of religion. Yeah.
Everybody's allowed to believe what they believe.
Of course they are.
As long as nobody's getting hurt. And in this specific situation,
they were getting hurt.
Bad.
Last I checked, even Starbucks church isn't collecting firearms.
No, there's not. And it's not a Starbucks church. There happens to be a coffee shop that looks like Starbucks in the building of the church.
You said it was Starbucks.
Because it looks
I didn't
exactly
make Starbucks up out of nowhere.
It looks like it does.
You said Starbucks and scone.
There are scones, and there is coffee, and it's green. It looks exactly. The word Starbucks is not there, but it looks exactly like a Starbucks. It's schmucks.
Do you go today for Good Friday?
No, I purposely don't go this weekend at all because there are people who only go twice a year, and I'm happy. Good if you're gonna. At least you're going. But Christmas Eve and Easter, or Christmas and Easter.
So basically, what you're saying, this is amateur hour?
Kind of, yeah. Too many people and the parking, and no, I'm passing on that. But,
Tiz, are you religious?
Not really at all. I mean, like, I believe in something else. I just don't know what that is.
Right. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Are you open to, because you have a family now, and I don't know what you want to teach the girls, but are you open to exploring
Devil 666, Rockstar?
That answers the question.
No, that's not
Tap in Uncle JP. I can deliver that message.
Yeah.
He's got a whole grade
Easy
school.
breezy. I got a soundtrack and everything.
Don't you have a presentation you can show them from
I
grade
do.
school? Yeah.
No problem.
Ugh. But are you open to like going to different churches to see if because you're open to knowing there's something, you just don't know what? Would you explore it in different churches, or nah, you're not? It's not that big of a
Absolutely not. After I went to a church where they were speaking tongues
Yeah, that's
to
weird.
visit, I was like, well, I'm never going here again.
What do you mean speaking tongues?
Way back when I was still with my ex, we went to her friend's church and they were speaking tongues. They were like, doing all that stuff, and there's people dancing with like ribbons during the thing, and it was just a lot for me. And
It's
I
a
was
lot
like,
for me.
I'm never going to church again.
I'm dying to go to like a Black Baptist church or something like that.
That was the only churches I enjoyed.
Like the singing and all that other
Yeah.
stuff. Those things look like a good time.
Yeah, like preach.
Right.
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
every black woman has a fan. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and a giant hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you open to going to a church where you don't have to dress up? I literally go in my football jersey sometimes, and there's a coffee shop that you can go ahead and get your good coffee and a scone and sit there and watch church.
I'll tell you this: you put
Watch church?
Yeah, that's what do you mean watch church?
What do you
Watch
mean
it. I'm
watch?
watching. Am I watching it? I'm watching what's happening on the stage. Yes, I'm watching church. What are you doing?
You're participating in
I'm
church.
not. I'm not on the stage.
But no, but you're part of it.
You don't watch
I'm
church.
not
You
part
don't
of-
sing
You're part of the
along and-
congregation.
yeah.
I'm part of the congregation, but the churchness is not me at all. I do sing once in a while. Once sing along.
I'll do church when they're like, "Oh yeah, you can smoke in here." By the way, that's how we praise the Lord.
The
here.
church of weed.
Church of weed. Like, I'll give it a try. See what they're, can't be terrible. There's
They got-
one thing I like about this church.
They got snacks and
Yeah.
weed, and you're in.
Everyone can't wait to eat the body of Christ. Like, can I have seconds?
There's wine. And yeah.
Doesn't JoJo go to that church?
A different campus, but yes, because there's several campuses. But yeah, she does go to the same one as I do.
Watching shows like Righteous Gemstones, I'm just like, this hustle. I'm not going.
By
and
the
I'm
way,
with you, yeah.
that Righteous Gemstone is the dumbest show.
But it's
you're dumb.
funny.
It's the dumbest.
If you cannot
That is
clench.
the dumbest, dumb show I've ever encountered.
Oh, look at me. I'm JP. I only watch critically acclaimed shows. Shut
No,
up.
I don't watch critically acclaimed. I don't barely even watch shows. I tried watching. My wife was watching. I'm like, this is.
Well, that's why she doesn't watch it, because you're boring to watch it with. Oh, this show's dumb.
Also, I'm
It's
fully
dumb.
admitting it is stupid, but it's hysterical.
Yeah.
Like, not every show has to have the meaning of life in it. This is a
I
silly,
don't know. I didn't
stupid
think
show.
it was all that funny. I just thought it was.
It's not the West Wing. It's.
We're not trying to solve the
show.
world problems. We're trying to laugh at these idiots that are totally sociopaths.
Okay.
So, what shows do you watch when you watch shows, JP?
I don't watch shows. Well documented.
'Cause they're all
Although
dumb?
I did start watching Mobland, which is a new one with.
So you only.
Oh, I heard that's good actually with
It's
Tom
very
Hardy.
good. Tom
Yeah.
Hardy is in it, and it's like British gangsters. So it's kind of hard to think.
See, I don't want to do.
seriously.
Is there British accents? I don't do shows
Yes.
with British. I'm out. Pass, and more pass.
So anything with mobs, you're like, I'm in.
Yeah.
Not
Godfather,
anything, 'cause
Mobland.
there's a lot of stuff that's garbage. But yeah, I watch a lot of the mob stuff. I do, and I like that guy Tom Hardy. He's good. He's a good actor. He's good. I like him. And Pierce Brosnan is like the boss,
Yeah, that's my Bond.
the mob boss. Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, that's my James Bond.
Helen Mirren is in there. She gave her grandkid a bag of Coke. That was funny.
In the show?
Spoiler
In the
alert.
Or like
show.
in real life? Oh.
Yeah, the grandkid is trouble, and he's causing problems, and he likes to sniff. But Helen Mirren is the grandmother, and like that's his baby, that's her baby. For whatever, she's like, do you have any? You have stuff on your own. Do you still have any Coke? And he's like, no, I don't have any Coke. And she just reaches her and she gives a little bag of blow out of from between her boobs and gives it to her grandson. I'm like, okay, okay.
Alrighty then.
That's a different relationship. It would have been funny if she, and then like, here, snort this off my ass.
Oh my God.
Grandma.
This is why you don't write for the
Big
show.
Mama, no.
But yeah, Mobland is pretty good.
All right.
But other than that, I don't watch a ton of stuff. I'll watch sports, or I'll scroll on Instagram or YouTube and watch some videos and go to bed. That's it.
You watch stuff like a kid. That's like what teens do. Scroll and go on YouTube.
And they
They don't watch like TV series like we do.
No,
you know?
I don't.
That's facts.
I don't watch it because you know what happened? I would watch these shows and I would think they were excellent. And then I get to the second season and it was all the same stuff over and over and over again. Billions.
What do
was
you
like
mean?
that. I loved Billions. By the time you got to the second season, like how many problems is one person going to have? How many times are you going to make the same mistake? How many times is the same issue going to... And it was just, I don't know. I found a lot of those shows, like once they get to the second season, they can't navigate
Hold on.
forward. Don't hold on me.
I'm going to say, I don't know about Mobland because I didn't see it, but I know with The Sopranos that you like, how many
Loved
times
it.
can you psych someone into, like, now you're going to get killed? How many different people can you kill? How many different drug deals can go wrong? I
just felt like the writing on The Sopranos, there was always forward motion. I never
But
felt
there was a
like-
lot of the
I never
same-
there were some lame episodes in there, don't get me wrong, but I always felt with The Sopranos, at least there was always forward motion. I feel like there's a lot of shows that I was starting to watch where the first season was great, and then you start watching, you get halfway through the second season, and it's like it's not going anywhere. It's like the same thing over and over and over again, and I ended up checking out. So I stopped watching shows.
I just feel like, ew. It just
Why ew?
Because it just comes off as like, ugh. Then good. Then you know what?
I'm
Don't.
not interested. I'm not interested in it.
Don't watch
I'm not turning my nose. I'm not a snob. It's just not what I'm into. That's all. I kind of lost it. I'd rather watch some sports and go to bed.
And flip through YouTube videos.
Flip mindless YouTube. Show me puppies all day.
Show me puppies.
I'll sit there and watch puppies. Yesterday,
Show me your puppies or show me puppies.
Yeah, I'll
That's
watch
a whole
those videos,
different.
yeah.
now I want a Rottweiler puppy, and I'm not allowed to have it. And I'm mad
Why do you want a Rottweiler?
because they're so cute and lovable.
Until they start biting your ass.
They don't. But you see, that's the problem, and it's the same thing with the pitties and stuff like that. Like they get such a bad rap,
Pitties.
and they're just mush balls.
I know. I'm with you on that. My brother had owned several pit bulls, and they are big. Like looking at them, they look scary AF. But
Yeah.
when it came down to it, they just want to snuggle and love, and they're super like just wusses kind of actually.
It's all about how they're raised.
Yeah.
It's all about how they're raised. You know,
They get a bad rap.
they get a bad rap, and so do Rottweilers. They're big, dumb dogs, and they just want to lick you to death.
Yeah.
They're dumb,
Well,
but
I
they'll
don't know if
protect
that's
you.
Dumb, but
They are doofy. They just put their head to the and they put their head to the side, and it's like,
would Duke get along with another puppy? Or
yes,
okay,
we're on it. We'll probably get one this summer. We'll probably get
now
a
is
new
this an
addition
empty
this
nest
summer.
syndrome approaching that you just feel like you need to add a dog to replace the daughter?
No, there's going to be no empty nest syndrome anytime soon. My son's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh, and
he's going right to work.
Oh, that's right.
He's going right to work, and he'll stay until he's comfortable to go out on his own, and then he'll go out on his own. I'm not pushing him out the door.
Man, how awesome would it be to have that cushion so he could just stay at home even for like 6 months and just sock away all the money. So when he does move out, he's not poor. He's just like, I'm set. Oh,
He could stay at home until, there's not even a discussion of moving until my wife retires. She's got 6 more school years left.
What? I didn't know it was that many.
She's got 6 more school years left.
Join New York. You're never leaving.
6 more. Unless they offer her a buyout. And I tell you this, if they offer her a buyout, that bitch's hand is going to be up in the air. Whoop,
what if
right
it's,
here.
but not if it's insulting. Not if they're like, here's a
No, not if it's insulting, but she'll take it.
How long is your son? Because he's going straight in the trades, and which is awesome for him. He knows what he's going to do. How long is he on the payroll if he's staying at home and stuff? Like,
he'll be off the payroll.
Oh,
you're going to pay some rent, but then I'll just hold on to the rent, and then when he's getting ready to get married, I'll give it back to him.
I don't like that at all.
What?
Why?
That's not cool. Then he didn't learn. What's the lesson there? You just
Well, he did. He was paying it. He didn't know he's getting the money back.
Right.
That's
I'm
not
not
how life
telling
works.
him.
So it taught him.
I'm not acting like it's a savings account. I'm like, give me a couple $100.
But that's not how life works. I don't get my rent when I get married. I didn't get all the money.
Because your
I paid
mother
for-
sucked.
Yeah, your parents sucked. That's the
Your
difference,
mother
yeah.
sucked.
I didn't
I'm a
realize
pretty good dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I love my kids. Most of the time. At least my son. Oh, I got to tell you what she said to me yesterday. The two of you are gonna love this. I'll tell you about it next. It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I'll be right back.
Took all the winners and prison to schools. Now what's a poor man left to do?
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Barbecue Love Fest is back.
Woo!
I smell barbecue.
It's the celebration of all things barbecue, good times, and cooking for a cure. Barbecue Love Fest. May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. Get samples of the best barbecue from over 20 cooking teams, over 7 renowned pitmasters from across the country, and live music. Eat barbecue, vote on the best cook team, and watch live music outside at the nicest time of the year. What's better than that? Join the Bone Saturday, May 3rd. And it's the day of the Derby. There'll be coverage of the Kentucky Derby all day. Hey, you can even wear a big dumb hat. Proceeds benefit Friedrich's Ataxia Research Alliance. Get your tickets early right now at theboneonline.com. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches on my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me. I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches on my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a Good Feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
Avoid the stress of preparing to sell your home with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. You can skip the hassle of spring cleaning and sell your home fast and for maximum value. Hey, it's JP, and don't worry about showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market. You'll receive an all-cash offer and close within days. With over 12,500 5-star reviews, you can trust Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home fast with their guaranteed cash offer. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Drinking and driving don't mix. If you've been injured by a drunk driver, we're Bernetti PA and we sue drunk drivers. We know you may not have been ready. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, and Pinellas.
This fall,
The police coming straight from the underground.
Ice Cube is bringing truth to power.
Am I iller than a natural born killer?
You know how we do. Featuring 4 decades of attitude, a musical production like he's never done before. Taking the stage at Amalie Arena, September 11th. Ice Cube, Truth to Power Tour. 4 decades of attitude.
Straight out of Compton, it's a crazy brother named Ice Cube.
Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Derby Lane's awesome. We've been there a bunch of times. It's a great place to go for a night out with your boys, with a date night. And the best part is, instead of running up a bar tab that you have nothing to show the next day, you could actually win money at the legendary Derby Lane.
Whether it's a night out with the boys, maybe a little cocktail night with the ladies, or you got family in town, Win Derby at Derby Lane is the place for you. They're giving away on average $10,000 to $100,000 every day. Ultimate Texas Hold'em, their most popular game, but they've got something for everybody.
They sure do, and $5 minimum tables as well. Good luck finding those. That makes it very accessible for you and your novice gaming friends to sit down at a table, win a lot of money. And boy, those progressive jackpots, we're talking tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
There's plenty of parking, so don't you worry about that. You can still bet on the ponies remotely, and they've always got great tournaments going on. For more information on those, check out win-derby.com. That's win-derby.com.
Spring into savings at Crown Kia because it's all about location, location, location.
And Abby, it's all about selection, selection, selection. We have a sea of new Kias out there.
Over 400 new Kias available to choose from. Hurry in to shop our huge selection of no tariff inventory and save on a new Kia. Drive for only $219 a month.
Plus, no market adjustment or dealer installed options.
Crown Kia, the better way to buy.
And service.
CrownKia.com. For lease information and more details, call 1-800-371-0942.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them.
I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at EasterSeals.com.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Got a few minutes left before Mr. Senning comes in and takes over. I got to tell you what Isabella said to me yesterday. My daughter she's I've said it a million times, she's me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I had just gotten home from getting a haircut, and I'm laying on the couch, and she said, "Can you do me a favor and go pick up a prescription for me?" And I said, "Yeah." Now, I will come clean. My daughter was put on the pill to control periods because she was getting very vicious,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yesterday,
Any chance they told you that just to make you feel
no,
better
because
about
it was early.
Okay.
It was early, and she goes yesterday. She goes, "Can you go to the Walgreens and pick me up a prescription?" And I'm like, I'm on the couch and I'm looking at her like she's high. I'm like, "When?" She goes, "Now." I go, "No, I just got home." So I'm not going back. She's like, "I go get your stuff all the time." I go, "Yeah, it's diagonally across from where you work." She goes, "Fine, I'll just get pregnant then."
Oh.
And my head, I was like, "You really think that's going to work on me now?"
Yeah, welcome to Florida.
You really think that's going to work on me now? And she just like kind of stomped away. I'll just get pregnant then. Oh, will you? Is that what you're going to do?
That's great.
And part of me was like, I want to kill this bitch. And the other part of me is like, that was a good one.
You gotta respect it, yeah.
That was pretty good. I got to respect the girl's game.
It's a good one as long as it's not your daughter talking to you.
It was my daughter talking to me.
I'm saying, like, if it was someone else's daughter, you would love it. You would be laughing your ass off.
Yeah. I don't know how to handle this stuff. I'm just trying to survive at this point.
Isn't there, and I'm sure Roger can guide you through this part, but isn't this weird stage where and it's just like a little bit longer, where once she comes here and experiences a little independence in the real world and how it is, I feel like she's going to eventually appreciate you more and have more respect.
I hope so, because I don't want to sound whiny. I don't feel appreciated by that one.
Okay. Well, of course I
do by my son. I do by my son.
Did you appreciate your parents when you were her age? Understanding what they did?
I didn't have a quarter of the opportunity, the things and the opportunities that kid had, that kid has.
I'm sure, but you still had a roof over your head, and you didn't have to worry about. You knew, like you said, you knew if you got in trouble, other than drugs, I guess. Your parent, you had that cushion.
Mm-hmm.
You were never pushed out of the house or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that should be appreciated at that age, but you just take them for granted.
Yeah, I just feel like she takes it all for. My son doesn't. She does. She takes a lot of that stuff for granted. But I'm hoping that when she goes, but it's funny because she's, she wants to go away for graduation, like with her girlfriends, and I'm like, good luck. I go, you better start being nice to me because you're gonna need me to sell it.
Ew, now she has to ass kiss. I'm not doing it.
Yep, she most certainly does.
That's ridiculous.
Because Nicole's gonna say no, right off the bat. If I don't go to bat for my daughter, Nicole is gonna be like, not happening.
Does she have enough money of her own just to say, okay, screw you guys, I'm doing my own thing?
It's not even about the money. Nicole just told her, no, you're not going.
Well, you can't, after
because she's not going to want Isabella getting on a plane by herself.
Why?
She's not going to want her staying and go, because they want to go down to Florida. They want to get a hotel room or get or rent a condo and do all that kind of stuff. And I know my wife.
You give your daughter my number. I'll rent the hotel room
I'm
for
not
her.
giving you my number to my daughter. I don't like
Circumvent you guys.
Exist. You're dead to me. You don't exist. And Dizzy, you shut up before
What
you
did
say
I
anything
do?
stupid. You didn't say you didn't do anything yet, but I know what your brain is like, and it's bouncing around.
One thing good about University of Tampa, the pregnancy rate.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, is it big?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
A lot of Plan Bs get used there.
That's
whatever, man. Do what you got to do. I don't care. As long as I'm not what.
I'm really
what?
excited for her. I know
I think
what
sucks,
she's
though?
got such a great her entire life is ahead of her.
You know what sucks though? The starting in February sucks. She's not going there till unless something changes, because May 1st apparently is the deadline that all these kids have to tell their schools where they're going. So, she got accepted for, and it sucks because like right now she's been on principal's honor roll for the first 3 marking periods of the school year. Like if she would have did this last year, she would have had her choice.
Yeah.
Her choice, not Ivy League, but she would have had her choice in schools, but now it sucks that she's not going to start until February. So I'm kind of hoping that, maybe May 1st comes along and the kids that had gotten accepted to University of Tampa, maybe not as many decide to go, which I doubt will be the case.
I mean, it could happen. People, like you mentioned, the money part, people just might not be able to scrape together enough money or whatever. It's not completely out of the question. But at the same time, do you think this little gap semester of sorts will...
Oh, no, she's going to school. She's just going to community college.
Oh.
Oh, what do you think? She's not doing anything?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't know. I thought she was just going to wait and start everything there.
Oh, hell no.
To be honest with you, it's probably better. It's cheaper to go to just real quick.
You don't got to tell me twice, sister. I know.
Get your regular stupid. You can take English, math, whatever you have to take. You can take that anywhere.
I wanted her to go for the full year and then reapply to the schools that she really wanted to go to.
I think that's
like
smart
reapply to USF, reapply to FAU.
Get your grades going, and honestly, cheaper. Get all your basic what do they call them, gen ed courses. Just get them out of the way at a cheaper place.
Girl, I know all about it.
And by then you'll know, maybe you'll have a better idea about what your major is, and you can apply to schools.
I'm just a dumb dad with the money. That's all I am in this equation. That's it.
As long as you know your place, JP.
I am the ATM machine. That is it.
Where do I get
and
one of those?
Nobody seems to care.
Where do I get a sugar daddy who's an ATM machine?
I would love a sugar mama. Oh my God.
You would not be able to handle it. She has all the power. She has all the control of everything.
Sure she does. Right. Yes, ma'am. I'll eat it. How old are you? 91?
Whoa.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, the whole thing.
Yeah.
No.
The whole thing. As I'm getting I'll do it on my private jet.
No.
No problem.
See,
Nom,
and
nom,
that's
nom,
it.
nom,
That's
nom.
where money isn't everything. I would rather not nom and be poor than nom and have money. That's insanity.
Nom, 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 nom.
Now I'm no longer
Thank
hungry
you for my
lunch.
private jet. I appreciate you.
Where are you going on your PJ that you have? Like, where do you need to go that you don't already have access to going to already? You don't need that.
Oh, don't tell me what I need. Stop
right.
limiting my dreams.
All right, then go.
Damn you. Just because you don't appreciate money and a good time. Money is like having fun tickets. Unlimited fun tickets.
But what's the price is what I'm saying. Like, I would rather not have that money than nom, a 91-year-old.
You have a soul. I don't. I don't.
All right, then do you?
I don't.
Do you?
I do not.
Clearly.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for a great week. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Dizzy. John Senning is in next. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday at 11 a.m. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Minnie's and Kitties is coming to Mini of Tampa Bay Saturday, April 26th. Enjoy free refreshments, cuddle adorable kittens, and even adopt a furry friend from our Humane Society of Pinellas County Kitten Adoption Zone. It's going to be the perfect Saturday. Go to minioftampabay.com for details.
Integrity, respect, results. Farrah and Farrah, expect more. Tampa.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me. Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing. Made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew. 30 seconds. That's it. Done. Peace.
This is a cat named Mo, and All-American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range, wants you to know that education is the key to safety, and shooting is a diminishing skill, so classes and training are crucial. All-American Gunslingers has training from holster draw to pistol intro and rifle and skill drills. And don't forget, League Night is a friendly competition with new and advanced shooters every Thursday, 7:30 to 9:30, with prizes awarded weekly. All-American Gunslingers, your rights right down the street from the Gulf of America, your safety, your freedom.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection, one that helps better their everyday through the things they value most: friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Sitting in traffic because of an auto accident is frustrating. We should remember, though, that the person in that accident ahead, their life has changed forever. And we may be thankful it isn't us. But if it ever is, call 1-800-BURNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect moment to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? That time is now. For a limited time only, Ford Motor Company is offering employee pricing for all across a full line of trucks and SUVs. Now, what does that mean for you, you might ask? That means you're going to pay exactly what a Ford employee pays. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. Go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that brand new, big, beautiful showroom you've got to see to believe right on US 19 in Clearwater. You can even check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America. Make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
At Cadence Bank, we believe the future comes in many shapes. Every day is a new beginning, a chance to imagine new possibilities or get to work building them. There's opportunity here. Find a branch near you at cadencebank.com. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Take advantage of the Freedom of Choice pricing event at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 1,000 new vehicles in stock with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., JerryOhm.com. 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it. Times are changing.